The Avs have work to do to go where they want to go in the standings. A couple of teams that feel real good about where they are in the standings. They're our focus with Jackie Redmond, who joins us right now from Long Island. Isles Flames getting ready for their game. And Jackie, these teams, how did the players from both of them handle the trade deadline? A very stressful time.
Well, yeah, Tony, and there was a lot of hype surrounding both of these teams when the day started and deals that they were either in on or at least trying to get done. And a lot of the players admit it is a really weird day. But if you ask Johnny Gaudreau, he actually said, you know what, I don't want to lose any of my friends, but truly, I just want to get some Chipotle and chill. Apparently, there's no Chipotle in Calgary, so he really had his mind set on some good eats and enjoying some Chipotle. But in all seriousness, the players, it's a stressful day. And Barry Trotz talked to me about that. He said it's one of the most interesting days every single season because there's players that are very confident in their spots. They know that they're not moving, therefore they're confident. There's players that know they're on the hot seat, and because of that, they're very nervous. But the really interesting cases are the players that he doesn't think should be nervous at all, but they are. So obviously, you know, it's a really taxing day mentally for the players, and it's something that Barry Trotz is very empathetic to, so much so that he actually took a second or a few minutes before practice this morning to address the Islanders, his team, and tell them, you know, every single player that's on the ice right now deserves to be here, and I believe in each and every one of you. And I think it's an important note for an Islanders team that's coming off an offseason that lost their best player in John Tavares, went from the worst team in terms of goals against average per game to the best in the NHL. And I think that Barry Trotz and Lou Lamoriello are really trying to drive home to the Islanders that what happened today or didn't happen today didn't really matter. There's a lot of confidence for them in this team, and it was a sentiment that was echoed by the captain when I caught up with him earlier this morning. All right, trade deadline day, you know what I'm going to talk to you about, obviously. You know what, there's been a lot of talk about the chemistry on this team so far this year. Is there any part of you that thinks a deadline deal could mess with that?
You never look at it like that, or you don't want to. I think we have such a strong foundation and such a good group of guys in here that, you know, whatever happens, we'll be able to get through it and build off of it. But, you know, we've done everything we've done this year has been with the group that we've had in here. And, you know, we've really stuck together and kind of battled through whatever we needed to get to this point. And I think all of us are really looking forward to the rest of the year.
Thomas Hickey, Andrew Ladd getting closer to return. How much will they help your team down the stretch and then in the postseason?
Oh, they'll be huge additions. You know, they both faced a lot of adversity with their injuries and worked extremely hard to get back. So, you know, two character guys that, you know, we're really happy for, that have worked so hard to get to where they are, and ready to get rolling again with them here soon.
The one area that people talk about that could use improvement on your team is the power play. It's obviously not where you guys want it to be. What exactly do you think will be the key to sort of making you guys a better team with the man advantage?
You know, I think for us, we've just been a little bit scattered, and, you know, when we're clicking and we're all in the right spots and we have our releases and we're getting pucks to the net, things seem to fall into place. It's when we get away from that, try to get a little too cute with it and you know, not really attacking too much. So get back to the basics, I guess.
Under Barry Trotz, this entire team, every single player seems to have bought into whatever it is that he is selling. Why do you think that he has had such a great impact on this team?
Well, he's such a genuine person, and he comes to every day and is so caring, and not only just about what we got going on as a team, but as individuals and people. So we've all just really taken everything that him and the staff have had to offer us and run with it, and really made some good things happen.
Well, at the start of practice this morning, you guys were huddled around Barry Trotz, and he said something that made you all erupt in laughter. Care to share what that was?
Yeah, I mean, after the game the other night, Robin couldn't find his socks, so making sure we give his lucky socks back, and whoever was in charge of taking them away from him, maybe turn them in an envelope or something.
All right, well, it sounds like you believe in this team whether or not there's a deal made today, so good luck the rest of the way, and thank you for this.
Thank you.
Confidence is the word that really resonated over the last few days with this Islanders team. Anders Lee obviously showing a vote of confidence in his team, and it was sort of the trend over the weekend. Him, Josh Bailey, Barry Trotz talking about "in Lou we trust." They said it more than one time. They have bought in to everything that Barry Trotz is selling and everything that Lou is selling for this team, and I really got the sense being in that room today that that's genuine. They do trust Lou, and they have all bought into everything with this Islanders team on a lot of different levels, Tony.
Those Stanley Cup rings rings carry with them a great deal of influence. Let's focus in on Barry Trotz. You made the point earlier about last year and this year for these Islanders. How about the similarities between coaching the Caps, who were a very experienced team, and then coaching the Islanders, a far less experienced team this year?
Well, you know, I asked Barry Trotz, if his approach to coaching changed when he came here to the New York Islanders, and I was curious what he would say to that. And he actually said, you know, this team reminds him a lot of the Capitals the first season that he coached them. He said there's a lot of learning going on. There's been a huge growth period for a lot of these players, learning not just their individual roles, but how those roles contribute to the team as a whole. He even brought up Tom Wilson. When he first got to Washington, Tom Wilson was a fourth-line grinder type player. Now, as we know, he is a top-line player playing alongside Ovi each and every night, and he can score as well. So Barry talked a lot about this team actually being kind of similar to the Caps in the beginning, and that the growth he's seen has been really a lot further along than he expected it to be at this point in the season.
And there are Isles fans that swoon when they hear that. Jackie Redmond, great stuff. Thanks so much.